Hey, what's up, guys? Stacks on the Rise here, and today I wanted to talk about value. Now, gold and silver have both had a 5 to 6,000 year track record as money and as a store of value. One of the main things I look for when accumulating an asset is if it has value, true value. Is this value intrinsic? Now, I admit I do dabble in day trading and swing trading for the short-term gains. I trade many different stocks and ETFs from technology, equities, and commodities, whatever looks good. It's fun for me to look through the companies and the ETFs. I like to look through the data and the charts and read the analyst reports. Now, the short-term gains are great, but I like to take the gains and use them to acquire assets, same as I do with cash earned on the income from my job. Now, it's important to me to develop multiple streams of income so that I'm not solely reliant on one source. I plan one day to get into real estate through like renting apartments and homes, but that's a little bit further down the road. But right now, the main assets available to me are the gold and the silver. Now, as a hedge against inflation, I'm pretty secure in the fact that I'm locking up the purchasing power in metals to be used later for investments as, you know, and as personal holdings for what I view as financial insurance, long term savings. Now, many people are talking about a reset, a financial reset. Now, resets have happened many times throughout history, and in the US, gold and silver are constitutionally recognized forms of money, but they're bulky and heavy, so people have always looked for easier ways to pay for things that they want or that they need. They've tried many currencies. The first, I believe, or one of the first, was the greenback, which was backed by silver, but the government printed too many and defaulted when the people wanted their silver. So those didn't last very long. Now, till 1933, the US currency was backed by gold and was quote unquote as good as gold. But being backed by gold gave the government limitations. They couldn't just print more currency, so they decided to confiscate the gold from the American people and, in my words, steal the nation's wealth. They made it illegal for Americans to own gold and even brainwashed the American public into thinking that gold ownership was unpatriotic. So they bought the gold for $20 an ounce, and after they had it all, they magically revalued it to $35 per ounce. And as per the rest of the world, the US currency was still exchangeable for gold until the other currencies actually wanted their gold. And the United States government felt limited once again for printing their cash. They decided to default once again on their exchanges, so after ripping off the American people in 1933, in 1971 they decided to complete their reset and rip off the rest of the world as well. Now, after the Bretton Woods Agreement was signed, the US dollar became the world's reserve currency and was no longer restrained to the confines of the gold standard. They were finally able to print currency without restriction, and for the first time in history, the world's currency was a fully fiat based system. As we move into modern times and the world becomes more and more tech savvy, we become more and more digital in our transactions in our fast paced world. Yet there's talk of another monetary reset, but this one is of a purely digital construct. Many nations around the world, including the United States or China or Britain, are aiming to create a digital dollar or digital currency, though the consequences of this fully digital currency or system are yet to take effect or be seen or known. It brings many questions to mind if it happens. Now, what will happen to our savings in dollars? Will they be completely wiped out? Will it be completely interchangeable, or will there be some sort of exchange rate? How much control of our spending or saving will the government have? Many people are concerned about their privacy when it comes to their spending habits or personal savings. Out of many concerns someone could have, I worry about our dependence on technology and energy. Our electric infrastructure is open to disturbances from electromagnetic pulses, possibly from a foreign government or even solar flares. These are concerns of mine when it comes to anything digital, including Bitcoin or other digital coins. Um, With Bitcoin reaching over $40,000 per coin, I have concerns as well, which have me remaining apprehensive in jumping in. First, being, does it have intrinsic value? It's only been around about a decade, so the track record isn't very lengthy. There's only about 21 million coins that are available or will eventually be available, so the appeal would be that it is limited. And its value, if it has value, can't just be inflated away. Now, with everything going digital, it would make sense and it would be convenient, but Bitcoin is not regulated, and the big banks and hedge funds aren't in it, at least not yet. Again, what if an EMP or solar flare, or if someone or some entity just pulls the plug? If it's not tangible, is it really there? Or is it just another fake asset meant to distract us from the real money, gold and silver? While the central banks continue to accumulate gold in the reserves and keep stacking it. Though I would have enjoyed the gains Bitcoin has made since March 2020, even if I would have bought one from March's lows of what was it, $3,000 or so to the now 40,000 or higher, it would have made a great investment, which I'm sure is definitely adding to the new highs. People have made that money, so it's making people crazy. Now, however, I do predict a sharp drop at some point. With the price shooting up like it has, I worry about people's savings being lost because of volatility, or if whales just decide to sell. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. No one can tell the future. I, for one, am going to keep following what I see the central banks doing, and it doesn't appear that they are buying Bitcoin for wealth preservation or to back their currencies and whatnot. It would seem they are still stacking a tangible asset. They're stacking gold. So I'm going to keep stacking gold, and I'm still going to keep stacking the silver. Now, if you've made it this far, thank you for watching this video. Please rate, share, comment, and subscribe for more content. Keep stacking, my friends.